I'm so glad we're doing the show because it gives me a chance to show off all the fun little knickknacks that I have that I've had tucked away for a long time. Now I can finally show off. This is a little segment I want to call Show and Tell, Adam. And this week's Show and Tell is a little thing I got along with the sex chair from Aliexpress. This is called the Miyoo Mini Plus.
This
Do you know
came from
any?
AliExpress?
Came from Aliexpress, Adam, and I have a
No
feeling
way.
I'm
What?
going to be able to convince you to get one of these bad boys. Now, I should admit, there's a bit of a legal gray area, right? In one of these things. I mean, the console itself, no, that's fine. You get whatever you want. It's okay. Check this out, man. I got the one that's designed after like a little Game Boy. It's got a nice little D-pad there. It's got 4 buttons on the face for you. This is like an operating system button. Got start and select. Oh. You got 4 shoulder buttons on the back. You know what that means? That means you can emulate PlayStation games on this. Okay. Only emulate it if you own the game. I own these PlayStation games that I'm playing on here. I don't want to hook up a PlayStation. I just need to play it quick, get my quick fix of some old school Air Combat. But let me tell you, man, this thing, it's a Linux-based console. And let me see if I can turn it on real quick. You can see what's happening there. I own Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm playing some Sonic
Dude,
the Hedgehog
that
right
I
there.
cannot believe this is from AliExpress. That
Oh
one
yeah.
looks well made.
Yeah.
The screen is impressive.
Oh
Just from
yeah.
what I'm seeing here. How much that cost?
Well, I had a coupon on AliExpress that gave me a cool $25 off. Ended up costing, I think even without the coupon, I think those coupons are scams on there, is about 40 bucks. 40, 50 bucks, you can get one of these bad boys. Got a nice screen. It's actually a very surprising screen. The build quality is very surprising. Normally these things are really cheap. I've played a couple of games on it. It feels really good, runs really smooth. If you try to push past PlayStation era, it's not going to be that good of an experience. But like, think about if you're trying to like play Final Fantasy Tactics or something like that, something slower paced, not too visually stunning. That's going to pull it off for you perfectly. It came preloaded with RetroArch, had pretty much every single console that exists up until the PlayStation. So we're talking Neo Geo, we're talking Sega CD, we're talking Wonder Swan Pocket, baby. Any of these games you can play on it. They even have some there's some Chinese based emulators for like special emulators only for beat 'em up games, and I don't even know what the names are because they're Chinese. It came preloaded with like 1,000 games, so that's where the legal gray area comes in. Fortunately, I only touch the games that I already own. But
So
man,
so it came with games, or do you got to load them all up?
I should say it didn't come with games. It came with a memory card that had games on it. But
Oh,
it has Wi-Fi on it too, so you can do
oh,
multiplayer.
dang!
So you and I could be playing. If we both own Mario Kart, we could be playing Mario Kart in this bad boy. Here's like the menu if you want to see. It's a little kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can get that up close. There we go. You can see I'm going through all the different consoles I want to play right there. It's got the controller, let you
Dude,
know what it
that
is.
this is wild. I assume everything from AliExpress is garbage,
Yeah.
but that looks pretty good for 50 bucks.
I am stupidly impressed. I think also, so I've heard of the Miyoo Mini Plus. There's a ton of these types of things floating around. I've heard of the Miyoo Mini Plus. I never pulled the trigger. There's that. There's like Amber Nick, which is another good group that makes these things. There's another one that does like the RG blah 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 something. This is the first one I pulled the trigger on because, like I said, it was like 40 bucks. Like, yeah, I can see what that's about. I can't believe I've been busting out my old video game consoles, like my old Game Boy and stuff, just to play some of those games. I don't need to anymore. I got this thing. It's
But
like a
they
waste
like,
of space
why
on these other
not just
consoles.
use the Steam Deck?
Because the Steam Deck is big. This thing is like it's so small. It fits like right in my pocket. I could put it in like a shirt pocket if I wanted to. It charges with USB-C. Steam Deck is admittedly a bit of a hassle to get good games emulated on it. Get good emulators running. That being said, Steam Deck is much more powerful, so it's easy to like push that forward. Modify some of those things. But if I want to play a Game Boy game, I'm going to play it on this thing because it's beefier than my Game Boy. It's a backlit screen. It's a nice quality screen. I have extra buttons because it's an emulator. I can remap things, right? So I can, instead of having awkward stuff like a Killer Instinct, you got to hit like select to do a special move. I can just map it to something else. It's got turbo mode. It's got a save stage. You can rewind the games too. So I'm talking about like Mega Man. Don't got to worry about passwords. I can just play it like a normal game now. Dude, I'm in freaking love. I spent about 45 minutes on the toilet the other day playing through some games. My legs were numb after that experience, which is a good sign for a handheld console. So this is my show and tell. Do you have any questions about this, Adam? It came with a little adapter too, so I can put the memory card in my computer and load things up on it if I want to. Other apps that I might have, open source stuff. It charges with USB-C, which is great because we need that. It came with two little two little screen wipers if I want to clean the screen, which I thought was nice and friendly. Really incredible package. I can't believe it was, as cheap and as good as it is. So that's my show and tell, man.